Ready?
Ready.
Hey everyone, welcome to the latest episode of Snitchin'. It's your host, Kristen.
And Brittany, get ready for the best part of your day.
Happy Marathon Monday, everyone. We're wishing everybody the best of luck today. It's chilly here, but we've got some sunshine. So, hope everyone is out there enjoying the marathon. It's definitely one of the best days in Boston.
Yeah, I feel like the runners got perfect weather.
Yeah, I know. That's almost exactly what Danielle was saying, like 50s,
hmm
but,
Not too hot.
not too hot. It's 48 degrees right now where I am. So,
Yeah,
yeah, best of luck to all of them. Britt, how was your weekend?
it was good. Pretty straightforward, the usual. But I did have like last week, so I had kind of like not like a health scare, but like a doctor thing, and I feel like I need to vent about it on the pod.
Oh my God, go for it. Go ahead.
Okay, so like 2 Fridays ago, I went to the doctor to get a physical, and just like Casey Means said in that book, it all tracks. The doctor's like just trying to get you in and out, in and out. They're like, all right, check, check, check. You're good. You're good. And she was like, you don't need any blood tests or anything like that. And I was like, well, could I still get like a blood test? Like if insurance covers it, like, can I just still get it anyway? Thinking
100%.
of my girl, Casey. Yeah. And good thing I did because then on Friday night, they called me like after hours, like 6:30, and there it was like a random nurse. She's like, we're calling because you have critical blood work and like give us a call back. So I was like, what the fuck? So
Okay.
yeah, I know, casual. So
Casual.
I called her back. This lady was like kind of a bitch. That's my other problem with doctors. They don't give a fuck and they treat especially women and I'm saying this like honestly, it's usually all the doctors I've had are women. So take what you will. But yeah, so this like bitch nurse calls me and is like, your HCG levels, or I don't know, it's like HB, I don't know, something that's like tells your like blood oxygen level is at a 7, which is like if in like have you been feeling like any like shortness of breath or like more like tired than normal? And I was like, I mean, she's like, do you feel tired? I was like, I mean, yeah, but like I always feel tired. Like I have 2 kids and a full-time job.
Like, am I
Um,
not, like, how am I not tired?
Yeah. And she's like, well, like, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, yeah, I guess I was like, now that you say that, there was one time when I was doing like a high intensity workout where I felt like I was like way more winded than normal. And that was weird. And so she's like, okay, well, if it's at a 7 and like you have one symptom present, so like you should go to the ER and get a blood transfusion right now. I was like, what
What?
the fuck? Like,
Are you kidding? Like
yeah,
casual Friday night? Like, okay, you have critical blood work, go to the ER.
yeah, I know. And like the thing is like I felt fine. Like, yeah, maybe if I think about it, like I feel a little more tired or out of breath, but like not not like I need to go rush to the ER and get a blood transfusion.
Right, because like
Um,
you weren't going to the doctor with these symptoms in mind. You were just
no,
like, I just want blood work because I can get like, and
why
that
not?
is also PSA. Like, if it's not going to cost you more, why would you not want that? I'm with you. I'd rather know and like get all the info I can if it's
Yeah,
covered than not.
yeah. I mean, I mostly wanted to do it so I could check all my levels to like what she says in that book, which
100%.
like on all her shit, I was good. So that's good.
Thanks, Casey.
Um, but yeah, well, it sounds like I'm gonna have to get more blood work. So yeah, so this bitch lady freaks me out. She's like, don't do anything like super like you don't want to get your heart rate up. Like don't like be really careful. Like tell your husband and blah blah blah. And I was like, all right, geez, like she's acting like I'm about to drop dead at any moment.
Right. Like,
And
do you have like less than 24 hours? Like, my God.
yeah, she's like, you need to go eat red meat right now. Like your iron is so low. But yeah, for those who aren't familiar with like medical talk, it basically means I'm just really anemic, which I've been anemic before, so it's not that big of a surprise, but I guess I'm just like really, really anemic right now, and it kind of came out of nowhere. But but yeah, so my nurse practitioner doctor calls me on Monday. Like I was expecting a call at like Monday at 8 a.m. She
Right.
called me like midday Monday and was like it was like the same thing, trying to rush me off the phone, was just like, well, we put her in a referral to hematology. They're going to call you, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, so like, what, is there anything I'm supposed to eat? And she's like, yeah, stuff with iron. I'm like, okay. Can I work out? And she's like, you can like, go on walks and stuff, but try not to get your heart rate up. Like, was basically like not really telling me anything. So I was like, all right, I guess I'll just wait for this hematology guy people to call me. So so I forgot this. So they actually did call me on Monday night. Or no, they didn't call me. They emailed me. So I called them Monday at like 4, and the lady's like, "Oh, we need to like talk to someone, special to get you in because we're booked up for 3 months. So like someone's gonna call you back." Still haven't heard fucking back from the people.
You're kidding.
Literally. I called on Tuesday and was like, someone was supposed to call me from hematology. Like, I'm just making sure they didn't like forget or whatever because it was at the end of the day yesterday. And she was like, oh no, like we have to get special permission because we're booked up. Like, I see it here in the system. So, like, you'll probably get a call like today or tomorrow. Still no fucking call. So, I'm not taking this anemia as seriously as the first lady probably indicated that I should. But yeah, that's the saga.
No, like this, I'm already infuriated because, like, here's the issue, right? Like, if you are not medically minded and you get a phone call like you got on
Right.
Friday night, I'm literally like, yeah, driving to the ER. I'm stressed. Like, literally, can I even walk up the stairs? Like, you're acting like, this is the word critical is
Yeah.
never, I mean, that's always going to send you like into a panic, or at least for me. And then, like, classic, they don't get back to you for a week. Are we
Yeah.
joking?
Literally. I'm like, you guys made me think I was literally about to drop dead. This
No,
lady's like, what do
correct.
you eat? What do you eat every day? And I was like so like, just flustered. I was like, I don't know. I eat soup. Like, I don't know. And she's like, so you don't feel more tired? And I was like, I mean, I always feel tired. I have two boys. And she was like acting like that doesn't make sense. And I was like, okay, well, sorry, lady. Like, I don't know what you want me to tell you. She's like, you need to go to the AR. But like, I'm glad I didn't because clearly I didn't really need to. And yeah,
Well, when they say you're at a 7, what are you supposed to be at?
I don't know, probably like 20 something or whatever.
Okay. And
Yeah,
then,
so
like,
it's
what
low.
what happens if you're super anemic? I don't know anything about being anemic.
I know. Well, I do now. It just means like it means you have less blood oxygen. So it's like they say that like they're worried about your heart. Because that's the other thing. I was like, so what's going to happen? Like, if I
Yeah.
don't get a blood transfusion and I just like kind of let this ride, lady was like, well, we just worry about cardiac issues. And I was like, okay. But yeah, I don't know. I think it just means like I could, yeah, have a cardiac issue, but I'd probably have to be doing something really intense. I don't know. I've started taking iron pills.
There we go.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't eat a lot of red meat. I'll admit that.
But again,
Um,
all coming back to none of this quote unquote critical blood work would have even been surfaced had you not asked for it.
I
Like,
know.
it's just like the whole journey of like, okay, so I have to ask for the blood work. Now that I have it, you're telling me it's critical. And now that it's critical, you're not getting back to me because you guys don't have like availability or whatever. It's
Yeah. Like,
like,
how serious is this?
right, like the mixed messages. I just can't.
Yeah, I know. Like, you got to realize when you're like a nurse and a doctor and you call people in those situations, like, you're dealing with someone's life, like their health, like they're not,
Yes.
don't, don't treat them like they're being stupid. Like, I get for you, this is just a call you have to make and like check the box, but like
Right.
on the other end, like it's the complete opposite. So like give people some grace if they're like, you know, a little panicky or not telling you exactly what you want to hear.
Preach, sister. Couldn't agree more. Well, hopefully you get in there and get that appointment and they clear it up, whatever it is that you
Yeah.
need to do. But
Yeah.
dang, health
Yeah.
insurance, man, just, medical. I was just talking to someone at work. They had this whole saga where poor thing, he was playing soccer and he like tore, I think it was his knee, some tendon or something. And sure enough, like they went in and gave him an MRI, and then they were supposed to do like all this other testing. And the person who referred him at the ER referred him to a company that wasn't covered under his health insurance. So like he's gone through all of these steps only to find out like if he does these tests and he does this stuff, like it's not going to be covered. So he has to go through the whole process
Oh,
again. It's just like, how do we make the mistake of not even of putting in a referral for something that's not even covered? Like, why wouldn't you just go to
yeah.
one of the providers that's covered? Like,
Yeah.
so annoying.
Yeah. Like, why isn't there something in place to catch that? That's so easy. Like, AI can easily fix any of these problems.
I seriously. No, like here's the thing though. Like, do we think people are just going to start AIing like all of their, I mean, it's going to be WebMD, like times 10.
Yeah.
They're just going to go
Yeah.
and do the symptoms there. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, probably. That's like the future of healthcare.
Yeah. I think the thing that's I feel like is really exciting about AI with like medical, this is like tangent to that, is illegal. Like it would be great if you could just put in a like terms and conditions and all that legal jargon and just say to me like what is the most important thing that I need to know in like
Yeah.
layman's terms,
Yeah. That's a good point.
right?
That's
Like a
illegal?
contract, any well, because like when you sign off on terms and conditions, there's like so much legal jargon.
Yeah.
It's almost like
Like,
you're
what is
reading
this actually
Shakespeare.
saying? Yeah.
Correct. Like, when you used to read Shakespeare in the back in the day and you couldn't even really understand what the like plot was because you're just spending so much time trying to like figure out what the actual words even mean. By the
Hmm.
time you like decode it, it takes like 10 minutes to read two sentences. Like that's how I feel reading a legal document because there's just so much like crap in there.
Yeah. Great comparison.
Thank you.
100%
So
agree.
yeah, like if we could just like strip all that out, or even, you know what, even when I remember when I got my MRI, I had to do a brain MRI for something just random, like a couple of years ago. And they give you the, like, you can read the notes, you can read the recap. Well, your girl was like, I spent an hour like Googling, like what's the definition of this term, this term, this term. Ended up thinking that I was like way worse off than I was because I didn't read the notes correctly. Follow up to the doctor, and I'm like, okay, so basically, like, I have like, I thought I had this like terrible condition. I couldn't even remember the name of it now. She's like, nope, you're totally clear. Like, you're totally fine. You just read that wrong. But if
Yeah.
AI could have read it, then I wouldn't have had that problem.
Yeah. True.
So, bright side on that.
Yeah, that's true. I know. That's a good idea. Next time I have to do like a terms and conditions, I should just copy and paste that bad boy into ChatGPT, Gemini, whatever.
What is your AI, like, bot of choice?
I usually use Copilot like when I'm doing work stuff. It's like the Microsoft one.
That's what I've
Uh,
started to use too.
yeah, but then if it's just like random stuff, I'm like Googling on my own. I do Gemini Googles. I
Yeah.
just go Google it and then go to AI mode.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, Gemini, I totally agree. But I do also like ChatGPT. Like I think between Copilot and Chat, for some reason, I like Chat better.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Like I've had to do like things on, Excel. Pro tip for people who are trying to teach themselves Excel. I have been doing that in the past couple of months, or haven't been trying to teach myself, but I've just like needed it.
Hmm.
Chat is so great for that. Like literally you can just say, okay, this is what I want. Like I want to do a formula that tells me XYZ and you put it into chat and it will
Oh,
create the formula for you. It's
oh.
goals.
Does
And
it do like charts? I feel like charts are my weakness.
I haven't tried, but I should. But
Yeah.
I do think that it was better than Copilot. Like it just got me to the formulas faster and I would put the exact same
Oh,
stuff in there.
interesting.
Yeah.
I'll have to try that.
Yeah. Anywho, should we talk our stories for today?
Yeah, let's do it.
Nothing like really crazy over the weekend that came out, but just kind of following up on some of the things that we've been talking about. So Coachella weekend 2 was this past weekend. Biebs and Sabrina were back out for their second shows.
Hmm.
And it seems like the big highlight was Bieber brought out Billie Eilish, brought her on stage and sang to her One Less Lonely Girl during the set. Did you see like the clip at all of that?
Yeah, yeah.
It was really cute.
I don't think I realized that she was that obsessed with Bieber.
Yes, so that's the whole backstory. So Billie Eilish is like a Bieber super fan. Like prime time when she was growing up, Biebs was just coming up. So like that was her, in sync for us.
Yeah, makes
And so
sense.
it was really cute when and like Haley basically pushed her on stage. Clearly she didn't know this was happening. And she like fell to her knees a couple of times, just totally, overwhelmed, like was so excited. That's a real one. We
Yeah,
all get that
yeah.
feeling.
I love that for her.
Me too. I love that for her too. It was so cute. I'm happy for Beeps. I think overall people had mixed opinions on his Coachella set. Some thought it was lazy. We've addressed that. A woman could
Hmm.
never do it.
Hmm.
But I think it's been a successful Coachella for him and I'm happy for him.
Yeah, I agree. I love seeing him go back to his old stuff. I will say it seemed like the set list wasn't as good this time. Like the old songs, I think he played One Time, which that's a jam.
That's a jam.
Obviously, One Less Lonely Girl. What was the other one? He brought out another guy,
Oh, did he?
not
I
D,
didn't see that.
not DJ, like DJ Snake or something.
Oh, I don't know.
It was for As Long as You Love Me. Whoever's on that song.
That's a great, I mean, I forget about that song. Like I genuinely forgot about that song. That's a good one.
Yeah, I know. I always think of the Backstreet Boys. Oh, Big Sean. That's who it was.
Oh my gosh, Big Sean. I don't fuck with you.
Yeah. I don't know where I was getting I don't even know what I just said before that, but
He also had a
um
SZA.
yeah, I like SZA. He had that, and I'm looking at it now. He did a cover of Cry Me a River by Justin Timberlake.
Oh wow. Okay, I bet he probably slayed that.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw like some videos too of him like going in the crowds and like the girls just like hugging him and being all over him.
I mean, no
Yeah.
surprise there.
Yeah. But yeah, I love seeing celebrities like act like fangirls.
I know, me too. I remember this one video of Selena Gomez. This is like a 10-year-old video, I swear. But she met Shia LaBeouf and like
Hmm.
she I guess was I mean, and that makes sense because she would have been the Disney Kid era where like even Stevens was the show above them. Like those were the
Mm.
Disney stars that they were looking up to, the Hillary Duffs, the Ravens. And she meets Shia LaBeouf and she's surprised. He's like in her dressing room and she literally had to walk out. She was like so overcome. She was so shy, like really, truly fangirling. And it's so great to
Oh,
see celebs. They're just like us, you know?
yeah, I know. Blows my mind.
Same. So yeah, no, very happy for Billie Eilish. And then Sabrina crushed it too. Like I love Sabrina so much. She brought out her big like headline was that she brought Madonna out.
Hmm.
It was during Juno, the big part that's gotten a lot of buzz during her tour where she says, like trying position. She's like, have you ever tried this one? And then Q Madonna comes out to Vogue. Uh,
Mm,
she
that's fun.
also Yeah, it was a cute like way to bring her up. And I
Hmm.
honestly was like a little surprised that I guess I'm not. I mean, Madonna, was so huge at the time and was like such a inspiration for so many women, but I was a little surprised to see that that's who she brought out, but it was cool.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they are kind of like in that same pop world.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Madonna's just still hanging on, I guess.
She honestly sounded like pretty good
I
when
believe it.
yeah, well, I wasn't expecting much from her. I feel like she looks kind of rough these days and she really
Yeah.
never performs. But yeah, she sounded good. And then the one that I would have been really bummed to miss, or like I would have been so excited to see if I was there, was that they sang Like a Prayer.
Yeah, yeah, that's
What a
fun.
banger.
Yeah, and that's like perfect for Sabrina.
Yeah, totally. And they brought out like a choir. I mean, that would have been epic. But Gina sent this to us in a chat, and I do agree. Like the sad thing when you watch the performances, it's like distracting the crowd because
Oh, I
literally
know.
everyone has their cell phone out.
I
Everyone.
know. I mean, that's why people go to Coachella though.
Yeah, that's true. But it's just like when you see everyone just watching it through their phone and like there's like two girls who are dancing, just not just like taking it
Yeah.
in. I'm like, damn, you know what? This sucks.
Yeah. No, I know. It's like worse than even the Eras tour. I feel like I felt like that about the Eras tour, obviously. Like, get the fuck off your phone.
Yeah.
But I'm sure Coachella is like even worse.
Oh my God, because it's like influencer central.
Yeah.
That is like one of those things where I feel like our parents' generation do kind of have a leg up. Like if I was their age, I would be talking about like, do you remember going to concerts and people were just, listening to the music, like not on,
Yeah.
there was no phones.
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah.
a fair brag.
Yeah. I would agree. I would agree.
So yeah, so big headlines from Coachella. The other thing that came up this week, obviously Summer House Scamanda has been all over the news, and Ciara Miller had her first tell-all. She did an interview with Glamour magazine. She had a bunch of like glamour shots. She looked so good. I mean, this woman is like next level beautiful.
Yeah, she is.
She really, really is. And she does address, the scamanda of it all. She says like it's one thing to experience hurt behind closed doors, to experience it so publicly is like another layer, and then to have to see what you thought your life was still played out in season 10, it's a major mind fuck. I could totally see that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's weird. We talked about it last week. It's weird watching the show back, knowing what we know now. Like it's through an entirely different lens.
Totally different. Yeah.
So I
Um,
can only imagine what it would be like for her.
yeah. Yeah. I skimmed the article. I feel like she didn't give a ton. I don't think she can because until like after the reunion.
Right.
But she did talk about like picking out her outfit and stuff for the reunion. She said she was nervous. And yeah, I think there was one question where they asked her, like, I only really skimmed the article, but there was one question where they asked her, like, how do you feel about Amanda now? And she was like, well, I'm going to talk about that in the reunion. So
Yeah.
not a ton of tea, but
The timing of all of it, because I think now I'm pretty sure that they filmed the reunion on April 15th. And this interview must have happened within like the past couple of weeks. So like
right.
even now, even though it just came out, like reunion now has already happened. But that's a really good point. Like I feel like, Ariana, when she with the Scandival stuff, like remember her reunion fit? She looked so good. It was like a
Yeah.
revenge dress.
Yeah.
So I didn't even think about that, but I'm sure there's a lot of pressure for her to slay the reunion
Yeah.
with her outfit.
Yeah. I'm sure she will. I'm sure Amanda will be wearing something slutty with like her whole stomach showing.
Yeah, probably. But she also did say something that I thought was interesting, and Mia mentioned it on Watch What Happens Live. Like she says, quote, just when something's weird in your gut, there's a reason. What's done in the dark
Mm,
always comes to light. And she says sometimes you really don't even have to do anything except sit back and let the universe handle it all. And I do think that it seems like she found out about this because she just had like a gut instinct that something was going on with these two, which is just kind of crazy. Like when you
hmm.
have that intuition and then it turns out to be true. I feel like that happens all the time.
Yeah. No,
So
I would stand behind that, definitely.
yeah, 100%.
So they must have had a feeling.
Yeah, well, that's what she said. She was like, I had a gut instinct. And I think that they were hanging out more. I read somewhere that maybe she saw that his like Amanda's location was at West's really early morning. So she just like kind of was piling up more and more evidence. And I feel like
Oh, damn.
when like, if you have a friend and they're being kind of sketchy, like you just know.
Yeah.
She said that she was closer to Amanda, which is no surprise. Like they asked in the interview, who was she closer to? Who does she feel more betrayed by? She says Amanda. She kind of says like at the end of the day, a guy's a guy. Like Amanda was like my girl. And she says, quote, I just never would think that it would come from someone like Amanda, who has been what has felt like in my circle and in my corner for so long. I think that's the craziest part.
Yeah.
So yeah, just like same old, same old. I think there's a lot of buzz leading up to this reunion. I cannot wait. Like literally, we need a viewing party.
Seriously.
Also, Amanda and West were seen out at the Yankees game this weekend.
Yeah, I saw
So
that.
it was kind of like, I don't know. It seemed like they were on the live broadcast. Maybe it was just coincidence or lucky timing, but they kissed on the live broadcast. So they just caught that moment, it seems like.
Oh.
I know. So they give him a kiss, but then all of the internet sleuths are, getting like lip readers on it. And it's
Hmm.
very clear that after they kiss, like they both look a little uncomfortable. And Amanda
Yeah.
says something that's like, act like you like me along those
Yeah.
lines.
Yeah.
So seemingly some trouble in paradise already for these two.
I mean, they have to be committed to that romance for the long haul at this point. So
100%.
he definitely needs to act like he likes her.
Yeah, needs to happen. And then Kyle Cook was seen out and about kissing like some model over the weekend.
Oh, I didn't see that. I mean, no surprise there. Ugh,
Yeah,
fucking Kyle.
I know. Honestly, like he is getting out of this smelling like a rose, and he really was on track to have a piss poor season. So
Yeah. This
I
really
think
worked out in his favor.
this really worked out in his favor,
Hmm.
unfortunately.
Hmm. Yeah. I know. We hate to see it. So disappointed, Amanda. I was so excited to be yeah, get divorced. Let's see who she's with next. Like,
I
you know,
know.
but
Oh, last thing. Did you see that Dylan Sprouse, he had an invader, an intruder at his house?
what?
He held them like he basically like there was someone, hold on, let me get the exact headline. But this was like shout out to Dylan Sprouse, honestly, because He had, okay, so he tackled an intruder outside his LA home after his wife called 911 to report someone creepy. Yes. So on April 17th, Dylan Sprouse stopped a man who was reportedly trespassing on his and his wife Barbara's house in LA at like right after midnight. The model called 911, reported a creepy guy, and then the Dylan was able to hold him like at gunpoint until police arrived.
Damn.
Isn't that like crazy?
Yeah, that's like badass.
No, literally, I'm seeing Dylan Sprouse in an entirely different light. Like that is like maybe one of the most attractive things. Like the fact that he literally like protected his home and his wife. Are you joking?
I know. Well, I mean, you got to probably like if you're a celebrity, you have to be a little more alert for those types of things.
It's still though so scary. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that's when you're put into like primitive fight or flight mode, and I freeze.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
it's, I
same.
mean, Dylan
Same.
Sprouse, he's a fighter apparently.
Yeah, I guess so. What a brave guy. Does he they don't he doesn't have kids, right?
They don't have kids, but they are like the cutest couple. They've been together forever.
Oh.
Um, yeah, so that I knew that was something I wanted to mention because yeah, I saw the headline and I was like, damn, you really don't see that often. Like you see trespassers, you hear about stalkers with celebrities, but like they all have security. The
Yeah.
fact that he like detained this man until police arrived, shout out
Yeah,
Dylan.
that's pretty badass. But he doesn't have security though? I would think he would.
You would think he would, but I guess not. I mean,
Guess he doesn't need it.
guess not. I don't know.
Hmm.
So
Wow, you never hear of someone actually using a gun, like how people say that, like, people say, like, oh, I have a gun in case an intruder comes in, but like you never actually hear about people using a gun for an intruder. This is the first time I've heard that.
same.
That it's come in handy.
And who knew it would be from like a Disney Child star? So
Seriously. I mean, he's got more of a reason to have one because, yeah, like he's got more people probably trying to get in on his life. So crazy.
crazy. But anyway, that's all the time we have for you guys today. We hope everyone has a great week. We are going to be back on Wednesday with a really, really awesome episode. We are going to be
Hmm.
joined by one of the co-founders of Emma's Footprints, the organization that supports families going through infant and child and pregnancy loss, excuse me, all in support for the May 2nd Castle Island walk happening in Southie. So definitely tune in for that.
Yep. Super excited. Make sure to like us, follow us, comment at us at Snitch and Pod on TikTok and Instagram. Go to our website, snitchandpodcast.com, and tell everyone you know about us.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.